got a new money, when it's not saving, yeah, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Wait, 10, wait, 20. 50, Mike 50, Hey, Shadow.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league.
Hey, wahoo! Watch the curve.
On first down, Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Ready, white 25, 54, push him back.
On first and 10, Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston to Connor on the check down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner, and he'll get nothing out of that one. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, check rim.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Winston sneaking it. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set, play, 20. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Mike's 50.
Brady now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Regular. Mike 50.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Brady to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. On second down, they'll run with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Brady going to throw. There's the first NFL catch for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave you the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 77 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jameis Winston, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 36, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Ready? White 25.
Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A second down throw for Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
72. Let's make these babies cry. Sugar!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero.
And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. This is fielded inside the 5. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupy people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, it's counter. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Now Winston on 4th down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
Let's go, D. 450.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. First down, Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
3rd and long for Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing. Winston. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Winston. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
29 is the mic.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Brady now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here. Brady now to throw. It's complete. James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. First down, here's White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 34 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again with Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. He hits his running back, Procise. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Alert. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike right back. Alert.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Orbit. Mike's 50. Come off the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yes. Slam.
He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They will run with White out of the shotgun. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. He's got White here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
This is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out of the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Rip left, rip left. Kill.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Switzer on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Edelman the intended receiver that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?